Using unit rates, that's what we're going to do today. So yesterday we found out how to find unit rates. Today we're going to use the unit rates to answer problems. So your learning target is students can use unit rates to find the price of multiple quantities. So let's say you want to buy more than one of something. So the unit rate tells you how much one costs or how much one is. What happens if we want more than that? That's what using our unit rate will help us do. Okay, if you need to pause, go ahead. Otherwise, I'll be moving on. Alright, in example 1, using unit rate. Okay, to use unit rate, you multiply the unit rate by the quantity that you want. So in finding unit rate, we divide. In using unit rate, we are going to multiply the unit rate by the quantity. Example A, bananas cost 49 cents per pound. How much does 2.25 pounds cost? Okay, so we're just going to multiply the cost of the bananas per pound, 0.49. And we're going to multiply that by how much we want, 2.25. Okay, I'm going to not use the labels for now because that's going to be a little easier to multiply those. I take out my calculator and I get this as my answer. Now this is a cost question. How much does it cost? This is not how we express money. So if it's money, you got to round to the nearest cent. So the cent, guys, is in the hundred spot. So the cents goes 1, 2 after the decimal point. So I round. I look at the 2. The 2 doesn't do anything. So my final answer is $1.10. That is how we write money. So you got to make sure if money's involved that you're rounding to the nearest cent. Okay? But again, all I did was multiply the price per pound times how many pounds I want, and that gave me the cost. All right? If you need to pause, go ahead. Otherwise, I'll be moving on to the next slide. All right, in example 2, we are first going to find the unit rate, then use the unit rate. So I'm going to find it, then use the unit rate. Okay? Example A here. In 3 hours, you drive 150 miles. How far will you drive in 5 hours? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is find the unit rate. So to find the unit rate, I have to divide. So I'm going to take 150 miles, because we want to know how many miles per hour I can drive, divided by 3 hours. When I do that, I'm going to get 50 miles per hour. The next thing I'm going to do is use the unit rate. So to use the unit rate, I'm going to multiply. I'm going to take my unit rate, so my answer from that problem, 50, and I'm going to multiply it by how long I'm going to drive, my hours, times 5. 50 times 5 is 250. So then I write my answer with the label. How far will you drive? That's going to be a distance, so my answer is 250 miles. That is how far I will drive. Okay? I got B on the other slide, so we're not going to use it here. If you already wrote it down, that's fine. It'll be on the next slide, but you don't need to worry about it now. Okay, if you need to pause example A, go ahead. Otherwise, I'll be moving on to example B. Alright, in example B, 7 calculators cost $126. How much does 4 calculators cost? First, I want to find my unit rate. So I'm going to take my price. If money's involved, it always goes in the numerator. $126 divided by 7. 126 divided by 7 equals 18. So that's $18. Oops, this was calculators. That's $18 per calculator. Okay, now I want to use my unit rate. Now we're going to use the unit rate. So to use the unit rate, we multiply. To find, you divide. To use, you multiply. I'm going to take that $18 and I'm going to multiply it by how many calculators I want. 4 calculators. 18 times 4 equals 72. So how much is 4 calculators going to cost? It's going to cost us $72. Notice that our final answer when we're using unit rates only has one label. How much does it cost? So it's only a cost. Unit rate has 2 labels. When we use the unit rate, we lose one of the labels. Okay? We're losing the label that we're using. So 4 calculators, 7. So we're losing those. That's why our answer is in money. Okay? If you look at the other ones, it's the same. So we're losing one when we use it, and your answer should only have one label. It's not $72 per calculator. It's $18 per calculator. We've lost the per calculator. the cost of 4 calculators is going to cost me $72. And you have to understand that when you're working. Okay, that is it for this video. If you need to go back and watch anything, go ahead. Otherwise, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.